Are you planning to travel to Paris? This is the video you need to watch to get ready, to learn about the best things and the mistakes you need to avoid. Don't fall for this. This is not the real Galeries Lafayette. How to get around like a local, so you don't get ripped off, and even what the locals themselves think. So let's get started, Paris friends. Subscribe, give me a like. I'm Karina, and this is Acá de Viaje. We have just arrived here in Paris, France. A day at the Eiffel Tower. In this video, we're going to show you everything you can do here completely for free. So come along with us. The tour begins on Rue de Buenos Aires, right in front of the Eiffel Tower. From there, you can take amazing photos with the view and almost no one in the background. To get inside, you go through a quick security check similar to at an airport but much faster. The best part is that the whole area is completely free to explore. Once inside, you can walk between the massive columns. Look up and take it all in. There is even more underneath the tower. And if you'd like to go up, this is also where you'll find the lines to buy tickets. Next, make sure that you visit the Arc de Triomphe. This is the second activity you can enjoy here. Impressive. Here's a tip. On the first Sunday of every month, admission is completely free. So it's a great opportunity to take advantage of. And you should know that the Arc is surrounded by a large circular avenue. But to make sure you don't get hit by any traffic while crossing, there's an underground passage right here. Let's take a look at how we can cross the street. So this is the only safe way to get there. Napoleon Bonaparte ordered it to be built, and it took 30 years to finish. But the sad part is that Napoleon never saw it completed. The first important feature here in the history is the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, a tribute to all the French soldiers who lost their lives in the First World War. One interesting fact here is that every evening at 6:30, a ceremony is held at the Eternal Flame. It's a flame that has never been extinguished. You don't want to miss that. The Champs-Élysées Avenue in Paris is located by the Arc de Triomphe. It stretches down from there. The avenue is lined with luxury shops. And look at this unmissable Louis Vuitton building designed by the famous architect. This is not just a street. It is considered one of the most important fashion boutiques in the whole world. And you can not only see designer bags and clothing, but the store also hosts exhibitions and creative installations inside. But be prepared for the line, because sometimes you have to wait just to get in, and you absolutely must stop here. At Pierre Hermé Macaron, he's known as the Picasso of pastry, having reinvented the classic macaron with his unique and sophisticated flavor combinations.
So, what is the most famous macaron here in Paris?
So, the most famous one is the Isfahan with the raspberry and gold lychee. It's the most famous of the iconic macarons. Then we have four vessels, vanilla, vanille de Madagascar. Then we have dessert sucré, it's milk chocolate pudding. And then praliné pistachio pudding. And the last one is Madagascar, c'est chocolat et fruits d'arachide. C'est le mogador. Passion fruit and milk chocolate.
Okay, thank you so much.
What places can tourists visit here?
Hello. Well, there is so much to see in Paris. Most of the monuments are near the Seine River, but there are also other neighborhoods that are important and farther from the river, like Montmartre. It's a small hill, and at the top there's a church. It's called the Sacré-Cœur. And up there, there's a little neighborhood that's very typical of 2 centuries ago. There's a lot to see there, and it's interesting for visitors.
We have Notre Dame. Do you have the Louvre? Do you have the Eiffel Tower? Are you soon at the monument for the boat tours? The Parisian boats.
Now, what expressions can we say here as tourists visiting Paris?
There is an expression, s'il vous plaît. It's for when the French ask something, they will tell you, s'il vous plaît, por favor. It is the equivalent of please. And the French really like it when someone uses expressions like that to ask for something. Just like those common expressions, for example, the word merci. If you don't actually do it, they most certainly won't be happy at all.
And what food do you recommend here in Paris?
Well, for me, I think delicious foods you can truly savor in the afternoon, such as the flaky, buttery croissants or the rich, chocolate-filled pain au chocolat. These delectable pastries are truly renowned specialties of this particular bakery, crafted with exceptional care and traditional techniques, making them perfect for an afternoon treat. The French bakery.
French cuisine. And what else could one possibly desire? But for a delightful lunch, perhaps some exquisite fish, and a rich aromatic coffee as well, which you can certainly enjoy afterwards, there are truly plenty of incredibly interesting and charming restaurants throughout the beautiful city of Paris. You really must make an effort to visit them. You absolutely have to, and you will not be disappointed.
Get to know them. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And the next stop is the Louvre Museum. Here you can be in the square, which is just wow. It's incredible to be here. And look, you can see the sunset and everything. And admission is free on the first Sunday of every month. So now you know, and you can book on the website. Just the architecture alone is impressive. The classic facade of the old royal palace blends with the modern glass pyramid, creating one of the most iconic contrasts in Paris. And you have to come to the Royal Palace, which is right next to the Louvre. All of these are like gardens where you can take spectacular photos, amazing videos for Instagram, TikTok, all the social networks. And look at this. There are several structures where you can take pictures here and you can play on each one of them. It's incredible. I truly recommend it 100%, and above all, it's free. A fun fact is that this was one of the first public cafes in history, and it's where the French Revolution began to boil. It's generally open from 8 in the morning until 8:30 at night, so check before you go. And of course, you can't miss Notre Dame Cathedral. Not only is it an icon of Paris, it's a witness to more than 850 years of history. It's something you absolutely can't miss, and it's completely free. The opening hours vary. From Monday to Friday, it's from 7:45 in the morning until 7 in the evening. On Thursdays, it's open until 10 at night. And on Saturdays and Sundays, it's open until about 7:30 in the evening. And keep in mind that the last entry is 30 minutes before closing. It's recommended that you book online at no cost to secure your time slot and avoid the lines, and you can reserve up to 2 days in advance. And at night, I recommend that you don't miss the view from Trocadero Square. It's the best place to see the Eiffel Tower all lit up. And here's a great tip. Every hour on the hour at night, the tower sparkles with thousands of lights for 5 minutes. It's the first 5 minutes of every hour. In winter, it gets dark earlier, for example, starting around 5:30, so the lights might begin around that time. In summer, it gets dark later, for example, around 10 at night. It's magical, romantic, and completely free. So bring your camera or just sit back and enjoy the show. We've arrived at the real Galeries Lafayette. This luxury shopping center is spectacular, and you must see the facades. Wow, it's incredible. And there's also a viewpoint over there. With its impressive glass and iron dome, this place combines luxury, fashion, and historic architecture, perfect for those who want to experience Parisian elegance while shopping. And do you know what's the best part of all? That it's completely free just to enter the shopping center. This viewpoint right behind me has a really long line. You have to be patient to be able to get up here. Look at the whole line there is. And you can't miss the Galeries Lafayette rooftop terrace. You can see the whole city, and you can also see the Eiffel Tower from here. From its terrace, you can enjoy incredible views of Paris with the Eiffel Tower, the Opéra Garnier, and the Parisian rooftop stretching out before you. This is such a unique experience that many people come just to see it, even if they don't want to buy anything. But be careful with the next tip. So as tourists, don't fall into the trap just because it's called Galeries Lafayette, since there are several places with that name in Paris. So now you know, when you have to come here, it's at a specific metro station, which I'm going to mention. And well, that's the name of the metro station that's right next to this shopping center. So don't get lost, and make sure to double check exactly where you are located. And then you can come to the Luxembourg Gardens. This park is amazing. You can see all the flowers. There's this palace right behind me, and there are also so many gardens here. And the best part is that it's completely free to visit this park, so you can't miss it. And look at this, you can ring this little bell here and enjoy. And then you have to come to the Basilica of Montmartre. This tourist spot is incredible, but you do have to climb a super steep hill. There are a lot of stairs, so I recommend coming with comfortable shoes, a cap in case it's very sunny, and also bring water to stay hydrated. If you don't want to walk up all these stairs, I recommend taking the funicular that's on the side. You can buy a ticket and go straight up. There's also a little train you can catch down here that takes you up to the Basilica. Well, since we're here and this basilica is free, look at the line that forms just to get in. It goes all the way over there. So just so you know, you have to be patient if you want to get into this basilica in the summer. As a tip, you can grab a frappe from a little kiosk right there and sip on it while you wait in line. No food or drinks are allowed inside the basilica. Its impressive white dome dominates the city, and from there you get to see one of the most spectacular panoramic views in all of the French capital. More than just a church, it's a unique place full of history, art, and peace, right in the midst of the Parisian hustle and bustle. And another thing is that they don't allow small suitcases inside, so try to come light, just with a small bag. And well, they do check your bags, but entry is free and everything. Honestly, it's really beautiful. Look, this is something you can't miss in Paris if you're here. Gorgeous. 10 out of 10. And if you're wondering whether you can see the Eiffel Tower from the panoramic view, yes, here it is, just to the right. Now here are some travel tips I recommend for Paris. Try to book your tickets online for each museum or main attraction to avoid long lines by buying your tickets in advance. Be careful with pickpockets, especially in tourist spots like the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or Montmartre. Always keep your belongings safe and avoid distractions. There are a lot of scams around tourist spots here, so stay alert. I saw these guys who try to give you a bracelet, so you go over, put out your hand, and they start doing some kind of ritual, and after that they ask you for money. A very important tip I want to share is that I'm on the Avenue des Champs-Élysées, and here is Galeries Lafayette, but this isn't the Galeries Lafayette that everyone thinks it is, the one you see online on Instagram with the amazing terrace. This one, which I literally thought was the dream come true for everyone, actually isn't, and in reality it's just a 4 or 5 story store. Don't fall for this. This isn't the real Galeries Lafayette. I mean, it is, but it's not the one everyone thinks of online. So don't fall into this tourist trap. And I mentioned the metro station earlier in the video. Wear comfortable shoes because you're going to walk a lot. There are tons of stairs in the metro, so it's better to have comfy shoes so you can enjoy yourself without pain. They're all stairs, just stairs everywhere. Alright, walk all of this, let's keep going. Always try to know which area you're in because there are streets with exactly the same name but in different neighborhoods. It happened to me. I took an Uber to 40RW but it was in another area and the Uber just dropped me off there, so I was stranded. So to avoid that happening to you, check the area before heading to any bars. And the last important tip is that a lot of people only speak French, and that made things a bit tricky for me, like ordering food or getting a taxi. Luckily, my sister was with me. Thank you, sis. She helped me by translating everything. So if you can learn a few words in French or bring an app because you'll really need it. And with this video, we celebrate a year of Acá de Viaje. In fact, the very first video I uploaded was about Paris, and today I'm uploading another one about Paris, but this time, everything is free. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more content like this. And thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Let's go for a glow up this new year. See you in the next one. And this is Acá de Viaje.